Hey, you guys, I'm Matt Parker. Have you ever wondered what your role could be in the church? What should church members look for when they're looking for people to take leadership roles in the church? So far in the book of Timothy, Paul has talked about false teachers, prayer, and women in church leadership. And now we see in chapter 3 qualifications for who Timothy should be looking for to lead. The first group that Paul addresses is the elders. These are people ultimately responsible for the church. They must have integrity and a great reputation. They must lead their families well. They must be mature and able to teach. And then he turns to the deacons. That word really means servant, and we know that even back then it was recognized as an official position in the church. What kind of people do we look for to hold positions of service in the church? They must speak wisely and be faithful to their families and to Jesus. Now, the topic of women keeps coming up in this letter, and different traditions deal with it in different ways. But you might note that Paul brings them up in the context of qualifications for leaders. So take that as you will. Now, read this chapter with the mindset of whether or not you might qualify as a church leader. What will you have to do to make sure that you can be a recognized leader in your church? If you are called on to serve in your church community this week, would you qualify? And what can you do right now to set yourself up to be a leader if you're called to do so in the future?